Willow Kroenke and Tanya Dowson's on deck.
Good morning. My name is Willow Kroenke. It's a tough one. I have a soon-to-be 10-year-old kiddo, and please remember that age. It will be important in a moment. It's my job to teach her to consider her responsibilities, consequences of her decisions, and her part in our community. These are the reasons that I'm having this conversation with you today. First, Arizona, much like the rest of our society, has a long-standing history of violating basic human rights in the name of morality. Segregation was upheld as a righteous Arizonan law for 43 years. Arizona Code 302 Indian Reform School legalized the kidnapping and indoctrination of Indigenous children, leading to immeasurable harm and generational trauma. This code is still on our books. Arizona legalized forced sterilization in 1929 of mentally ill or mentally defective citizens, and it took until 1980 for Arizona to recognize that it had missed its responsibility to moral obligations. My question to you, in your position of influence and responsibility, how do you plan to speak out against these things that are still continuing? Second, both the state and federal constitution outline responsibilities to govern and organize communities. This includes distributing wealth and resources to community services. Arizona currently has an average of 14,000 foster children in the system and only 3,000 foster parents. 2020 saw reported 13,000 abortions, with the highest reported reason being not wanting children. The highest reported reason children are in the foster system is neglect. If our legislators continue failing to protect individual rights and access to health care, this isn't new, please see the Hyde Amendment. What are your plans to triage these problems in our communities? Other issues that we could see get worse: overtaxed school system, access to mental and physical health care, and homelessness. And the worst part of this is, if we continue not doing anything, this acts as an encouragement for these violations to continue, not only in Arizona, but beyond. Third and last, in every official document I could find, the command to uphold the Arizona Constitution and the rights declared within was loud and clear. This includes protecting the community's individual rights, such as, how do you plan on protecting your citizens from harm that are speaking for their rights and demanding to be heard? Like 13-year-old Lily in Lakewood, Florida, that was arrested for using a bullhorn at a peaceful protest. Also, the freedom of speech and press. Do you plan to use your voices to speak for those that can't and those that have been systematically oppressed? And last, a liberty of conscience. When you took your oath to stand in this office, you promised your communities to uphold our rights and our independence, even if it disagreed with your personal choices. Remember when I said that I have a 10-year-old daughter? Someone else has a 10-year-old daughter in Ohio who was forced to carry a pregnancy. How do you plan on protecting our children from that? We have seen the consequences of silence in the face of justice.
Your time has expired.
I understand, and I have one last question. How do you plan on protecting us? Thank you.
Your time has expired. Thank you.